Does anybody have a desktop tripod recommendation from Amazon? Please link it right below because this thing sucks. Hello guys, how are you? My name is David Franco and welcome to another Geek update. Okay, maybe I shouldn't throw the product. I just bought it last week, but I'm having such a frustrating time adjusting its legs to my desired height, and it's not even, and it frustrates me so much. There's so many bad product designs out there. And speaking of bad product designs, that's kind of the theme of today's Geek Update. But first of all, I just want to thank you guys so much for all the positivity and the love and all the support I got last week regarding the return of Geek Updates. And guys, I gotta be honest, I love these videos. Like, it's so simple, just sitting down, talking to you one-on-one on things I'm passionate about, whether it's gaming, technology, food, whatever. That's just what these Geek Updates are all about, right? Also, I have to make a note. Currently, this camera is literally sitting on an Amazon box and it's kind of drooping. So hopefully the camera doesn't shake too much. But with that said, if you guys do have any tripods, again, please let me know. I want something that's quality, something that's easy to set up, and something that's not gonna break the bank too much. But okay, let's get on to today's Geek Update. Now, will I be doing these things weekly? I don't know. It really comes down to what you guys want me to talk about. So please let me know some topic ideas right below. And of course, it comes down to how much is actually going on in the tech world and whether it's actually worth talking about. So today's topics, two of them, the Galaxy Fold. Stay tuned. And AirPower. Stay tuned for that as well. Between Apple and Samsung, like, it's kind of comical in a way. So let's start out with the Galaxy Fold. Now, yeah, I realize the Galaxy Fold drama has been going on for a couple weeks now, and yes, I realize I'm kind of late to the party. I've kind of commented on it casually on Twitch, twitch.tv/DavidFranco. Link right below, follow me, I appreciate it. But I want to use today's Geek Update to talk about my real thoughts on the Galaxy Fold in detail. Now, for those who have been hiding under a rock, what has been going on? Well, basically, long story short, Samsung sent out a bunch of review units for the Galaxy Fold to people like MKBHD and all these popular YouTubers and the press and whatever. And a good majority of them, like a handful of them, have been breaking. Whether it's with the folding mechanism just kind of jutting out, or the screen just snapping, or people taking the plastic off and it's just not working anymore, it's kind of a PR nightmare. Or is it? Is this really a PR nightmare? In my opinion, yes and no. Yes, because the bad news is already out there. People are saying, whoa, this $2,000 phone is breaking and it's not even out to the public yet. So yes, in a way, this is a PR nightmare. But in the big picture, the grand scheme of things, at the same time, no. It's not a PR nightmare because it's not the final product. Well, because Samsung has officially delayed the Galaxy Fold until June. But I'm going to ask you guys another question. Is that enough time to fix such a major issue? Or such major issues, I should say? I mean, the Galaxy Fold has been breaking in multiple ways. So it's not only one issue that Samsung has to investigate. It's multiple issues. So in my opinion, Samsung is going to have a very hard time convincing consumers to drop over $2,000 for a phone. I mean, guys, I spent over $1,000 on my iPhone 10. I almost said Galaxy 10. My iPhone 10. And honestly, I'm okay with that because I trust Apple. I trust the iPhone brand. I trust iOS in general. iOS overall is pretty positive. It just works. Now, with that said, the iPhone might seem a little stale here and there because Apple tends to play it safe with their incremental upgrades. I mean, the notch is the biggest change to the iPhone since 2007, and yeah, I'm okay with it. Now, would it be cool if Apple tried something like the Galaxy Fold? Yes, of course. But guys, this is exactly one of the many reasons why Apple is rarely first with anything they do. The iPod was not the first MP3 player. The iPhone was not the first smartphone. The Apple TV was not the first media box. The iPad was certainly not the first tablet. But do you see a trend there? Every product, every big product for that matter that Apple rolls out is rarely first. And people tend to criticize Apple for claiming they're first, but Apple never really claims they're first. They just claim that they're innovative and that their products are innovative. And guys, honestly, innovation means things just work the way as advertised. The iPod made it easy to download and take your music on the go. The iPhone made it easy to have that iPod-like experience on your iPhone plus much more, which obviously includes like, an actual web browser and a music player and all that stuff. The iPhone was huge, and the iPad took that iPhone experience, blew it up, but made it better for tablet users like myself. And the Apple Watch was far from the first smartwatch, but hey, the Apple Watch is dominating right now. So that's exactly why Apple is rarely first. They quite literally sit back, they observe the market, they see companies like Samsung mess up, and they say, you know what, let's not do this, but let's do that. And that's why Apple is smart. Now, is Apple perfect? Of course not, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But even with that said, I give Samsung props for trying. I mean, hey, they tried. They were first to the market with a truly foldable phone, and I gotta say, it looks like a lot of fun to use. But for someone like myself, I just can't picture dropping $2,000 on a phone. Now, would I drop $2,000 on a computer? Yes, easily. I mean, as long as I'm going to use that computer obsessively, like I do my Mac Pro, and that thing was well over $3,000. Thank you. But $2,000 for a phone? No, that's just too much. And I mean, with all this drama going on, Samsung's going to have a really hard time convincing people to buy the phone. Oh, and also, I have to talk about this for a quick second. Why does removing a screen protector suddenly break the device? Why is it even removable in the first place? Anyone like you and myself, one of the first things we do when we get a new product, whether it's a monitor, a phone, a tablet, whatever, is we rip off that screen protector, right? Of course, I mean, I know I would do that. So Samsung, why is it not part of the product design itself? Why does it seem like an afterthought? I mean, honestly, you probably should have approached that in a much smarter way. But, I mean, this is a first-gen product, so I'm sure Samsung's going to learn their lesson, so it's whatever. It's just very interesting to follow this experience. And I'm going to be very, very interested to see if the Galaxy Fold continues to malfunction once it officially comes out in June. Because honestly, if you ask me, I'm not really that confident in seeing the Galaxy Fold become a hit. I mean, yeah, it's new, they're taking risks, but between now and June, for them to fix such major, major issues, I'm not too confident in seeing it work out. Okay, moving on to my second topic for today, AirPower's demise. Yes, the AirPower, a product that never officially was. Now, much like Samsung, I have to give Apple props. They were trying something new. AirPower, in theory, was going to be the world's first ever. There you go. There's some proof that Apple does like to be first in some regards, but they failed. The AirPower was going to be the world's first multi-device wireless charger. Now, apparently, and I'm no expert in this area, apparently pulling this off was incredibly difficult because with your typical wireless charger, it uses a single coil mechanism, if I'm not mistaken. But with the AirPower, they were going to try to use multiple coils, like 3 of them, I believe. And apparently that's really hard to pull off. So yeah, Apple definitely failed in that regard. But they not only failed in the AirPower, they failed from a marketing perspective. Apple needs to keep their mouths shut. I mean, if we think back to the HomePod when they announced that thing, it didn't come out until months upon months later. It was much later than anybody expected it to be released. And now, of course, here we are with the AirPower. I mean, Apple announced it, over a year ago, and they're just now officially canceling it. Something is wrong there. Something is very, very wrong. So take note from Apple. Don't announce something until it's done. Or at least, it's almost done. But if you're announcing a product over a year ahead of its, official release, then you're going to lose confidence in customers like, person A, person B, and even people like myself. Now, was I buying the AirPower? Probably not. I mean, it looked interesting, but based on the rumors that it was going to cost like $179 or whatever it was, I just can't see myself dropping that much money on a single charger. And yeah, I know it charges multiple devices, but I don't need that. I mean, I drop my watch every day on the magnetic charger right back there. I drop my iPhone 10 every day on a wireless cradle upstairs in my bedroom. and it works just fine. Yeah, it would have been convenient having, multiple devices charged at the same time, but for me, it's just really not that important. So, there you have it. Between Samsung completely messing up the Galaxy Fold and Apple giving us false information regarding the AirPower, or false hope rather, that's the better description, false hope with the AirPower, it just kind of goes to show you, being a fanboy of either company is just downright stupid. Every single company messes up at some point. And I'm sure there are some Samsung fanboys out there defending Samsung, saying, oh no, it's fine, the Galaxy Fold is going to be a huge success. And I'm sure there's some Apple fanboys out there saying, no, AirPower, it doesn't matter, it's fine, Apple's fine. I mean, yeah, Apple's going to be fine, Samsung's going to be fine. Apple and Samsung are both multi-billion-dollar companies. They have enough revenue in the bank to just say, hey, we tried and we messed up. But I gotta say, Samsung seems to mess up more so than Apple does. Let's not forget about the, the whole Note 7, fiasco. Just saying. Guys, what are your thoughts on Samsung and Apple? Let me know right below. Thank you so much for watching another Geek update video. I realize there's no real organization to these videos, but that's honestly one of my favorite parts about this series is I just kind of sit down and talk. I mean, there's no real official B-roll, there's no product reviewing or whatever. It's just talking, it's just chatting. And of course, if you guys want to hear me chat more in real time, as in live, check me out on Twitch. That's always linked right below. Guys, thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day. Get out there, be productive, get some work done, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. That's my Apple Watch. The watch is great.